Hello folks, I'm back in business. The holiday is over and I'm back from Wales. Sadly the holiday trip is over after 2 weeks, but I can highly recommend the southwest of Wales. We stayed in Cardigan and it was absolutely beautiful. We have nice weather, the sun was shining the whole day, without one day when typical when you book a travel or a boat trip and it was raining. It was like hell. Well, we were totally soaked. Also our underpants were wet, everything. So as you already noticed, I'm back in English because German is my mother tongue. But there were the one or the other subscriber for my channel. They haven't said it would be nice to be in English, but I tried to get in touch with your whole audience with all my subscribers, and most of you speak English, so you have to live again with my rubbish English. So, but now back in business. I bought something, some kits in Wales, and some other stuff I want to show you. And I also want to show you what's still waiting on my workbench and what will happen the next few weeks and months on my channel. For example, I will do a small video about my holiday trip to Wales. That's a little bit on topic for my channel, but there's a channel on Facebook or a group which is called Urlaub in Großbritannien, or traveling to the UK. And I told them that I will make a small video about my trip to southwest Wales. So this is probably the next project I will do, but I'm not completely sure if this is the next one. Then I have to finish my leopard. This is how it looks at the moment. The most of you know them, or know him, it, whatever. This is my leopard. I have to put a clear coat on it, a dull clear coat, and to make a review video. And I want to say a little bit more about the build, and then it's done. Yeah, this is the first thing which have to be finished. The second one is my E75. The tank is already finished. Here it is. Was a very nice little kit, but I want to make a small base where I can put it on it, and I haven't started it. Just a little bit of grass and maybe a little cobble street. I want to put the tank on it. That's it, nothing big. And the last thing which is waiting on my stash to be finished is the Air Cobra. Here it is. I made a little bit of mess while I was spraying it. You can see the white dust there, and I have to rework that. And also on the underside you can see I forgot 2 little places to paint. Don't know why, but I did it. And I also have to rework the propeller, which is normally, this is the propeller, it's normally stick in there like on nearly every plane, but it doesn't fit. I have to shorten the tube a little bit where you can turn it in. So that is the next few things I have to finish on my workbench. Yeah, then another group build starts close by, and that's the anniversary of the birthday of the Tiger 1 tank. 75 years ago, the first Tiger 1 was built, and I want to participate. I think there are more than 1 GP on the internet, and I will participate on this one. I forgot at the moment. I haven't the name of the group, but sorry for that. And I will participate there. I have a Tiger 1. I think it's the initial version of Tamiya. It's a pretty easy kit. I hope it is easy. It's a bit older. It has rubber band tracks, and I will use them, and I want to show you how I try to work with them. You can also buy some after markets things for the tank on the internet as well, like other tracks from Berlin maybe or somewhere else. But I like to work out of the box with that tank. Yeah, then let's have a look what I bought in Wales, and yeah, let's take a look. So first of all, I have to put away my P39. So, okay, the first thing I bought was glue. You always need glue, and I found two different store over there in Wales. You can also get them everywhere else in Great Britain. There's two different kinds of super glue. One with a small brush on it, and one super glue pen. I hope. Okay, it is written on the packages. Very precision application. Let's take a look if it is like that, and it does not plug in the nozzle. I'm pretty sure it will, but I hope not. If it is a good glue, I will tell you, and then on the next trip to Great Britain I have to buy some more of that. So yeah, you can never have enough glue. Then there's this shop over there, it is called The Works. It's like a discount shop for books normally, but you can also get other things in there like toys or other things for your hobby, puzzles and or jigsaws and everything else. And I bought there some Crawford and Black pencils for the scale modeling, for the edges and everything else. The best thing on this shop is all things you can get there are not very expensive. I think I paid £2 for 8 sketching pencils. That's a fair price. It's also in this little box, so nothing can happen to them, and yeah, quite nice for the edges. And I also bought there 2 packs of brushes, nylon detail brushes. 1 detail brush, sorry. I only paid £3 for that. 2 sorry, 2 and they're from Bolton. And I bought them last year when I stayed in Great Britain, and they are really awesome for that price. They are from Bolton, as I said. I think I noticed them. I don't know, but they are from Bolton, and they are, for that price, wonderful. I worked with them. I bought some of them last year, as I mentioned, and I still can use them. The tips are great. They're very fine, and they are really easy to reshape, and they hold the shape. I bought a few years ago. I bought some of Von Revel, and they were horrible. After the first use, I cleaned them, and they looked like a punk after that, and I can't use them anymore. And these are nylon ones. They are awesome. They are very easy to clean, and they keep their shape very good. And the second box I bought is also from Bolton, also nylon ones, and they cost me £3 because there are some more pencils in there, brushes in there, but they're also very, very good. These are more for details, and this is for everything else, washings and other stuff. Highly recommend them. So when you're in Great Britain, or when you live in Great Britain, buy this one. Good, then I bought some kits over there. So let's take a look. This was a kit I bought at Hobbycraft store for 16 quid. It's not very cheap for that old kit, but I wanted, so I bought it. They had 2 different versions of the blank carrier. This version and another one. Remember, but they are both from the Northwestern, and one is a desertized version and one is this recce version. And I will make a small unbox review of that one because there's something special and I want to show you, but I will not tell you what if you don't know that kit. So that was the first kit. The second one I bought there was this one. This is a Messerschmitt BF 109. And the only reason why I bought this was the price. It was reduced from €10 to €8 and then to €5, and it was still there. And that is not one of the older kits from Affix. This is one of the newer ones. You probably will notice that when you try to open the boxes. Side folding boxes are mostly the older ones, and the open folded boxes like this one are newer ones, and this one is a new one for €5. It is worth it to buy it. So I take it with me. It's made in India, but that's not what I want to tell you. I think it's a kit from 2006, and it's probably a Reeboks, but it's a very nice kit. I looked inside, and I also like the painting with the eyes on it, and the yellow eyes and the yellow nose. And my son bought a book about the planes of the Second World War, and this one is shown there as well. So I have a big picture of this little Messerschmitt, so it's probably easier for me to paint it because I have a bit scans of it, or a bit map of it. Where it's written who has flown that plane and where was it stationed and everything. It was pretty nice, and I think I will borrow that for my son when I build it. The next kit I bought this one I bought in Swansea, and this one I bought in Tenby. And this is the Hunting Passable Jet Provost. I hope I spelled it right. I never have seen that plane before. It's a trainer from the Royal Air Force from the 50s, and there's written on it that's still in use, but not for, but only for civilians. They sell them to civilians, and they are still using that aircraft. And I never noticed that. It was a bit more expensive. It cost me 13 quid, but I wanted, so I bought it. And the last kit I bought there, some of you will now say, oh no, not that old kit, but I bought it for 15 quid, quite expensive. It's an F6 and Falcon from Italy. This is a starter kit with a brush in it and some colors and paint. You can take the brushes and there are two brushes in there. One is absolutely rubbish, the other one is okay. I will use them, they are like the Bolemirs. And some paints, and the glue will go in the bin. You can't use them. And I bought it. Why? And I bought that in a small shop. I can't tell you the name because it was in Welsh, and I will mispronounce it. I will cripple that word, so I left it, or I will leave it. And if no one buys in small shops like that, they have to shut down, and that's a bit of pity. So normally when I go over to Great Britain, I bought something over there in one of these small shops. Like, this one was in a small village. It's near. It was between Nuki and Cardigan, and we passed it with the car, and I said, "Stop! I have to go in there." And there was an elder man. And there were nice kids in there, but you also sell things for these locomotive things, crappy things, remote control parts, but also older artillery kits and a new M10. I saw there a new M10 from Tamir, and I bought that one for 50 quid to support him for his patient to stay there in the shop, playing old American country music and sit there waiting for customs. So I bought that one. It's more a hard thing than everything else. But I will build it, and I will see what it looked like when it's finished. I saw Delan and some people build other kits from this series, and they build it straight out of the box. They use the pens, the brushes, the colors, and the glue. I try to give my best with that. I want to see how good it will look like when it's done. But this first it went into my stash, and it has to wait. I think it will wait a very long time in there, because as I said, there's the video I want to make from the holiday, and there's the group build from the Tiger. I want to participate. The Leopard is waiting. The A75 is waiting, and there's so much more stuff in my stash. It's only waiting there for me. So that's everything I bought and everything I want to show you. And that's it at the moment. If I will not. No, other. The next few weeks, months, years, I will see. I try to reduce to buy so much kits and put them in the stash. I have to reduce my stash a bit. No, you can't write me. I want to get something out of my stash. I will not sell them. I want to build them. But I have to reduce to buy some more things. I don't want to put my kits everywhere in my flat, because I only have a small flat. And yeah, that's why I will build now more kits than buy more kits. I hope I can do that or manage that. So if there's a GB and I don't have a kit for that, don't be too angry when I will not participate, because the only reason is I would like to, but I have not the best kit for that. Like there's another group build at the moment, I think this is I Spy, with recce things and persons to make pictures of their tanks and small dials. It's a really good GB, but I haven't got the best kit for it, so that's the only reason why I haven't participated on that. And I try to keep me on my wish not to buy so much kits, more building kits, because they are lying in my stash and wait for me. So anyway, that's it. Everything I want to tell you, I'll show you, and back to work on Tuesday, sadly. But yeah, that's life. So I wish you all a pleasant weekend, and I hope this weekend when I put this online, but it will probably the Monday. So I wish you a next good weekend. We will see us on the next video then. Bye.